Alright, the moment everybody's been waiting for, I've got my Doctor Who autographs in. Now, I will tell you that you will not have heard of one of these single people. I will say that if you're going to buy any Doctor Who autographs and you've actually partially heard of that particular person, you will be spending anywhere between $50 and $1,000. And do I want to spend $50 on any autograph? I don't think I've ever tried that. Maybe one time I did. That rare Fonzie autograph that turned out it was damaged. That's why I don't buy expensive autographs, because there's something wrong with it. They're not gradable, whatever. Now we'll just show you all the autographs and I'll explain everything, okay? So we got Bill Patterson, Doctor Who, from the 11 and 12 series here. And here is the back of Bill Patterson. Now, who is Bill Patterson? I haven't looked him up, but he was Dr. Edwin Bracewell. Okay. We have Arabella Weir right here in some sort of fancy costume. And she played Billis. I think it's Billis. Okay, I don't know any of these people here. We have Robert Hands. They're all in blue ink here, because that's what Rittenhouse Archives does. Robert Hands is Algie. We have Clem Tibber. Kind of Harry Potter looking, kind of waif looking kid there. Clem Tibber. And he played Milo. Hey, it's Milo! Trading cards, Milo. That's what he looked like when he was a kid. Maybe that was him. No, I'm just kidding. Doctor Who, Joe Pickley. I don't know when these came out. I mean, these are 2024, but I don't know what year these people were on this show. Now, Joe Pickley basically was probably going to inscribe that, but he didn't leave any room. He left tons of room for the inscription, so I don't know what happened there. But anyway, Doctor Who, Joe Pickley. And Joe Pickley was Kenny. So there's Kenny. Finlay Robertson. There's Finlay Robertson. And who did he play? He played Larry Nightingale in Blink. So there's that one there. No, it is not Beck. Sorry to disappoint. And then we have Hugh Reese, I believe. H-U-W-R-H-Y-S. It's either Hugh Rice or Hugh Reese. H-U-W. Very unusual right there. There's that one. And I feel like I'm missing some here. So we got a few more to go through here. And he played Redpath. And then we have 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Card number 8 here is Aisha Darker. There's Aisha Darker. And we have Solano Mercurio. Solano Mercurio in the Planet of the Ood. Okay, so she was in the Ood series there, or one of the Ood ones. Alright, so let me explain a few things here. These are all out of top loaders because I have a disgusting glare. The disgusting glare, I tried all different angles, all different places in this particular room here, and every time I moved the camera, it was even worse than it was before. I have a window blocker here, which is doing absolutely virtually nothing here. If I move this here, it's not helping at all. And then I cannot figure out where the light, I know where the light is exactly coming from. And if I shoot it up here, you know, where I think the sunlight's coming in, and do this, and do this, and do this, and do this, absolutely no apparent, so I need special equipment to block the light. All of these are taken out of their penny sleeves because they do this. And they were all in purple top loaders. Now, does that look like a purple top loader? No, it doesn't. But if you saw those, that's the most purple. Here's a purple Sharpie. Okay, the top loaders are that color. I'm not even joking. The top loaders are that color. Who is making purple top loaders, and who is trying to make them to stop it? Because I don't say throw away, all the cards that I no longer physically want, I get rid of all the purple top loaders, whether they're brand new or not. I don't know what the purpose of a purple top loader is. All it is there is to annoy people. All it does is bother the heck out of me. I'm sorry about that, but again, I never was one of those collectors. But I watched so many people say, oh, this is black ink. This is a common autograph, base autograph. I don't know who any of these people are. There's a purple top loader. There's a dent on my card. I got a PSA 9 instead of a 10. All these ridiculous, unimportant things have made me basically a jerk collector. And basically I go through all my cards and saying, you know, why would somebody not want this card? Not why I wouldn't want it. Why would somebody else not want this card? And so I took some cards because the guy does an autograph sign, and I ran them through the paper shredder this morning. I said, who's going to want this guy? He was just a tire changer for NASCAR. He doesn't sign. So I said, you know what, just get rid of these cards. You know, let alone somebody might be needing that for their set, but I don't need to spend my entire life matching up those cards with certain people, trying to get that done there. So these all have to go in a page. And so why do a page? Because I really enjoy flipping through binders. I know they are prone to damage, but just think of it this way. I have been taking DVDs out of their jewel cases, or whatever you want to call them, but don't get technical. And again, that's what some people are technical. Everybody has to correct you in the feed here. I'm taking all these plastic cases off the DVDs and throwing them in plastic pages. Now, didn't that cost me a whole bunch to get those pages? No, they were left behind from some other project, so there's zero cost in them. So now I got to figure out how to get rid of 15 DVD cases. And then when it's all said and done, it has basically saved me virtually no room. But I got rid of these gross jewel cases that have been sitting around. They were all used ones that I put on and bettered up some movies that have those ridiculous plastic, you know, eco cases. Very, very thin cases. So I threw those away, and you can't recycle DVD cases. For whatever reason, they're making them out of plastic that's not recyclable. So I used to take them to the library, dump those off to the library, and they were very thankful because people would return movies in broken cases or not at all. And you know, and they could always use them for their stacks. But again, I can't do that anymore, so I have to throw them directly in the trash. I hate absolutely doing things twice and wasting things. This is the 7th time or 8th time I had to make this video. But the other thing here is, let's go through these here. So most of these were $1.99 a piece, plus 65 cents for shipping. There was one that was $5 of shipping, but the guy nicely combined after I pleaded my case because YouTube, I always say YouTube a lot. eBay basically was playing the evil villain, one of those Doctor Who villains that wants to murder the heck out of you or destroy the planet. Basically, eBay says you are not allowed to do anything. And I just said, dear seller, eBay was just basically being mean at me again, and what was I to do? And I said, if you do not combine shipping, I'm really happy with what I got because you gave me such a good deal. Something to that effect. So I was, you know, reverse psychology type of thing, and he took $2 off, a big whopping $2. Great. So that, you know, all of that whining and complaining to save $2. But again, people are saying, well, why don't you just buy these cards, not because they're cheap, but because you need them for your set? You know, everybody has the great budgets as the you know, the old powerful Mangini or Orlando. You know, people, they save their money for special cards, you know, instead of buying a lot of in-between cards here. But again, Doctor Who cards, I can't go and basically fathom spending $5 to $15 a piece on these. And when I saw those, I took them all from that particular seller. I was very, very happy. Now, other people are saying, well, these are the ones that people don't want. There's Bill Patterson here. No one wants that card. That has been sitting on eBay for a month. And in between that month there, tons and tons and hundreds of Doctor Who Series 11 to 12 or whatever it's called from 2024. These will say 2018 on the back of it. But they're not from 2018. They're from 2024. So you have to do your homework here. And that's when the show came out, I guess, in 2018. But 2024 is when the set from Rittenhouse Archives came out. Almost knocked them all on the floor. And what everybody's after are the inscription cards. They have a sheet of different quotes or something. They're supposed to say something. You know, it's like, you know, with their character name or something that they exclaimed in the series. And that's all that is. And so all these cards here, instead of $1.99, they're like $15.99 in some cases. And people will gladly pay for those via eBay auction or purchase. And the other thing is that these were sitting there, but people were still buying cards, you know, for this particular price. And then if I did the buy it now for these particular cards, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, $40. And some of these are between 5 and 7 or $5 and $8 a piece. Again, I will be waiting for, you know, but I don't know how to explain this to these people who are not Rittenhouse, on-card autograph collectors or Doctor Who collectors. I learned a lot from the Ed Weskergraf channel, okay? He showed, and Rittenhouse basically does the same thing for every one of those products. So if you're familiar with that, Rittenhouse will be doing Cheers, and they will have numerous things. They will have, Sam or whoever in there, and they will have his base card, and they'll have him saying something. And the same for all these other characters. Now, I cannot fathom who would even be in the Cheers set, because this is like a 50 to 70 card autograph set. Cost me hundreds of dollars. Even if Billie Piper was in the set, which I think she is, that's a $100 to $200 card. I do not go and just merely plunk out $200 because there's hundreds of Billie Piper autographs out there. Billie Piper signed for Topps, but she signed a ridiculous sticker. And then you want to make sure that the cards that you get, the autographs are not going to wipe off or fade off these dumb little Topps stickers. And that's how that goes. It's really frustrating because you want to do the right thing, but what is the right thing here? So I have to start off with the Scrubs and the Also-Rans. Again, these are the way to go, because I decided that I'm not going to spend $150 on a box with 4 autographs. Now, it's possible you get 4 base autographs and 1 inscribed autograph or quotable or whatever they call it. Absolutely the most ridiculous, thing ever. But I'm happy with what I got. If you're not happy with what I got, well, I'm sorry. But, people love watching other people on YouTube spend people's money. That's why they love the Jeff Wilson channel. That's why they love watching breaks. They like to see if people make it big or they get hosed. And I'm sorry it's a very sucky video, but I'm just not in a very good mood for making a proper video. I will have images of these at the end of the video so you can see well enough, but the iPhone decided to zoom in very, very crazy on some of these cards here. I had to do them 3 or 4 times, and so if you see any cross-hatching pattern on them, I cannot see these in the freaking cards. I cannot see them on the cards. So the iPhone basically grabbed more detail than I wanted it to. So very frustrating day, but I got 8 autographs, which now need to go into a page, which I don't seem to have. So I'll try to protect these cards otherwise. I am missing my other Doctor Who autographs right now. I can't find them. Don't know where they are. Missing some of my Jodie Whittaker cards. Don't know where they are. Thought I bought myself a complete set, maybe put it in a binder. I'm really lost and confused. I don't want to buy another set if I don't have to, so I'll check the eBay previous listings and see if I bought one. I'm really confused and very upset. I can't get anything done. I ran out of time on this camera as well, so hope you enjoyed none of that, and thank you for watching.